Hi, I'm Olivia from Ritual Kitchen, and I'm currently in or near Catemaco in southern Veracruz, Mexico. And me and two friends are staying at a ecotourism project here in the lagoon area near Catemaco, and it's a beautiful, beautiful property that they've been working on for 30 years, doing different permaculture projects, reforesting it, building various cabins. They have a temazcal here, a palapa, like a terrace to do yoga at, and just been here for a couple days, walking around the property, seeing all the fruit trees, eating fruit off the ground, asking what different plants are, and it's been super nice. I am going to talk about a little challenge that I started while I was at Carretera and doing the yoga teacher training, because we were talking a lot about our microbiome and our gut health and the diversity of different bacteria in our guts, and how a lot of us don't have that huge diversity anymore. And the way that we can increase that is by eating a lot of different kinds of plants and fruits and vegetables and herbs. And so I can't remember who said it, but someone out of the group said that ideally you would have to eat about 200 different plants a year to have a healthy, diverse gut. So I was like, okay, challenge accepted. And so I'm writing down every day if I add a new fruit, veg, nut, mushroom, or herb to the list of plants that I've eaten. And it's been about a week, and I've already had about 30 plants, so I can't imagine that it's gonna be too hard to hit 200, but I'm just gonna do little update videos until I hit the 200, and we'll just see how complicated it is. Some of us were thinking that it would be hard to hit that target, and then some of us thought it wouldn't actually be too difficult. If you just keep your mind open and your eyes open, that it should be doable. So that's what we're gonna find out, and I will add updates to this as I do them. Okay, so it's been now about 24 days since I started the challenge of trying to eat 200 plants in a year to see if it's doable. And I've now reached about 75 or 77 plants in 3 weeks. So it feels doable, but I'm also noticing it's slowing down because I'm starting to repeat fruit and veg, and I have to look a little bit harder for stuff that I haven't eaten. So it will be a challenge, but I'm up for it, and you do actually eat more than you think, or more different types than you think, at least in my case. Yeah, so that's a little update. 25 days in, 77 fruit, veg, and herbs plants in, so we'll see what happens. I think also the other important thing about this, or about eating a variety, is not only for obviously the diversity in vitamins and minerals, etc., but also when we look at the world as being energy, and each item, each plant, each place, each person having a different sort of energy, then we are literally taking in different energies into our bodies when we have a diverse range of plants that we eat. The energy of a papaya is very different to a potato. A potato has been hanging out in the ground for months. I don't know enough about potatoes to know how long it takes for them to grow. but a potato is like in the dark soil in the earth for months before we eat it, whereas like a papaya is in the sunshine hanging off of a tree with its friends, soaking in all the rays. So those are two very different energies that we then consume into our body. It's not just about the content, but also the energy that we consume. So the more the merrier. If you're eating potatoes every day, then you're gonna get the same type of vibe every day from that. So diversity is the spice of life, or something like that. Okay, so it's my next update of my Eat 200 Plants challenge, and it's now been quite a bit of time. It's been about 5 months since I did the first video, and I still haven't reached 200 plants, but I have switched countries. So I'm now in Guatemala, and it's getting more and more difficult to find plants that I haven't had. I think I'm at 160 now, so I'm missing 40 more plants to meet that goal. Yeah, it's like an active hunt now. If I go to the markets, if I'm in a restaurant, then I'm always like looking for the things I haven't had yet. And yeah, it's not super easy. This isn't really a challenge that you could complete if you were just in a small town, or if you weren't moving around. I'm not sure how hard it would be in like a big city, how hard it would be in Berlin where I live, but if you're living in rural Mexico, rural Guatemala, there's no way you reach the 200 plants without some like good local help and knowledge. So it has been super exciting to find more plants, and I tell people about this project, and they're always like, yeah, trying to help me find ones that I haven't had yet, but it is not easy anymore. So that's my little update, and we'll see what else happens, whether I make the last 40 before I go back to Europe, or whether I will have to wait for Berlin with its range of European produce and also Asian supermarkets. So that's it for now, and I'll update again when there's something to tell.